Next, let's go ahead and add a new experiment. Each experiment is a unique instance by the user, and all this information can be inputted ahead of time before you start your experiment during the planning phases. So once the form is filled out, you can sort them also by activity number. Once all the information is filled out, hit Create. So once the experiment has been inputted, next we can add associated protocols. And this list of protocols is based off of your own individual lab. And for this example, I will be creating tissue mints from fresh tissue. You can review the steps of this protocol by sliding your finger across the step to move on to the next step. Once you confirm that this is indeed the protocol that you wish to follow, tap Accept. On the screen, you can also see any items associated with this protocol at the bottom. Tap Accept to select the protocol. You can also add additional protocols to this experiment by adding the appropriate ones and hitting Save. For this case, I will only be using one protocol. Once you have selected your protocol, you can then select any associated cultures, aliquots, cassettes, vials, slides, etc. In this case, I will be adding a vial. You can search for your specimens by various attributes as listed on the screen, as well as patient ID, sample ID, or scanning in the physical item. In this case, I will be searching by patient ID. Here's the list of all of the samples associated with this patient. I'll be using the sample at the very bottom. Tap to select the item, and the vial has been added to the experiment. Hit Save to reserve the item. So this ensures that the sample is not available for someone else to add to their own experiments. Once we're ready to start the experiment, we can tap the Start button at the bottom. Once we are ready to start the protocol, we can hit the Play button and tap Notes, if necessary, to start the protocol. And then we can move on to start the protocol steps. Here we have our steps for the protocol as listed. Tap the Play button to start the step, and then tap the Check button to complete the step. Once all steps are complete, go back to the main experiment menu, acknowledge that you have consumed the vial, and hit Save. Confirm everything has been used and all protocol steps have been completed, and complete the experiment by hitting the Check button. Protocol has now been completed, and the experiment can be completed as well. That's it. Thank you for joining me. And if you have any questions, please contact me at Annie@proflowsolutions.com.